Labor and environmental inequalities in the fashion industry are shaped by intersecting systems of gender, race, and postcolonial power. These hierarchies are embedded in everyday labor structures, production systems, and global trade arrangements. Contemporary fashion supply chains reproduce historical patterns of unequal exchange where the global south remains positioned as a site of labor extraction and environmental burden, while economic value, branding, decision making, and cultural authority are largely retained in the global north. Workers in the global south are structurally confined to low value, labor intensive roles, while higher value functions remain externally controlled. These hierarchies shape who performs labor, under what conditions, and who ultimately benefits. This reinforces the argument that labor precarity in fashion is not incidental but systemically produced and reproduced through contemporary trade and industrial policy frameworks. The feminization of labor extends beyond production into informal and waste economies. Women are heavily represented in waste related work where conditions are often hazardous and unregulated. At the Dandora dumpsite, women work directly within these environments, sorting mixed waste and discarded textiles while exposed to harmful materials and unsafe conditions. While women are concentrated in low paid manufacturing roles, they also bear the burdens of managing the afterlife of consumption. At the same time, women are positioned not only as exploited workers but also as targeted consumers within the same system. Gendered marketing narratives construct women as empowered through consumption while obscuring the labor conditions that underpin production. This dual positioning reflects what consumer culture theory describes as the commodification of identity, where consumption is framed as a form of agency despite being structurally constrained. Despite the industry's global scale and profitability, evidence from labor advocacy organizations indicate that only a small proportion of garment workers receive a living wage, highlighting the persistence of wage suppression and labor exploitation across global supply chains. Therefore, these are not separate dynamics. They are mutually reinforcing structures of gender, race, economic inequality, and postcolonial power that sustains exploitation across fashion value chain, shaping who produces, who consumes, and who profits, and who ultimately bears the social and environmental cost of global fashion system.